a distinct smoky note, not too strong. Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today we have a look at the, well, lightly peated single malt from the Jura Distillery. And there is a video about, well, all those whiskies I have here on my casks, an introductory video of the Jura Distillery, as well as several whiskey videos of the Jura single malts I tasted so far, which I put up here in the playlist about the Jura whiskies. I had the 10-year-old, the 16-year-old, the 12-year-old Elixir, and the Turas Mara without an age statement, all which were close to non-smoked. There were faint thoughts about smoke at most of those bottles, but there was no distinct smoky aroma. And I do not know when they started with, but sometime in the mid-90s, I think, they started to produce peated whiskey at Jura. Late 90s, probably. And with this peated malt whiskey, they were able to open a complete new palette of whiskies at Jura, and they still kept the production of non-smoky whiskey as well as the smoky whiskey. And whenever you start to produce smoky whiskey, then you will contaminate every spirit receiver, intermediate spirit receiver, everything with this phenolic taste of smoke. So you have to set aside several weeks in a year to produce smoky whiskey. Then you have to clean up the complete equipment to get rid of this smoky aroma, dump the faints, which typically are recycled during the spirit still run, to get rid of all those phenols. And not to, well, to overwhelm or to, well, to give a too smoky character to the whiskey. They started with a mixture of half and half. Half smoky, half non-smoky. And they called it the Superstition. The Superstition has 43% ABV, a little stronger than the normal 10-year-old or 16-year-old with 40% ABV. And they say here on the card box, it's lightly peated with hints of smoke and spice. This story. Jura is an island wrapped in superstition. Never cut peat before May and always build haystacks in a clockwise direction. I haven't read that before. Perhaps it's the one regarding the Ankh cross that demands greatest attention. This ancient Egyptian symbol is rumored to bring good fortune, just so long as you pour the whiskey in the correct manner. Not too much, of course. Hold the bottle with the Ankh cross in the center of your palm, then say, and good fortune will surely follow. This is the Ankh cross. Taste. Jura Superstition is crafted from a selection of the finest aged Jura single malt, as always. This mysterious spirit has a unique style and character with taste of tangy cinnamon, ginger spice and honey with whispers of salty sea spray, rich coffee and roasted chestnuts. So here we go. I have a miniature of this, so I do not have to open the full bottle. Put it to the correct position. A distinct smoky note, not too strong, but if you come from all those unpeated whiskies, then this one definitely smells as if it comes from the neighboring island of Islay. But not from the south coast where the peat smoke is that intense. No, it's a lot weaker. Mixing whiskey, unpeated and peated whiskey, still resides or results in a single malt because all those whiskies come from the same distillery. So this is no blend, this is still a single malt because all whiskey casks in this batch of whiskey come from the same distillery. It's a little sweet, a little honeyed, and has some sort of marzipan. It's aromatic, it's complex, but there's no earthy note, as it's sometimes said officially. Sweetness, honey, yes. The smoke is becoming more and more intense the longer you have your nose in the glass. This is different to other whiskies where the smoke reduces with time. Yeah. Intense, force, spice, heavy. A little sweetness still there, but distinct smokiness, covering your mouth. Spiciness developing to, well, pepper. It's an interesting one. Yeah. I'm looking for those younger notes because you can hide young whiskey behind a hefty smokiness. But this one is not that smoky and the youngness is not hidden behind. So this is a well-aged, no age statement whiskey. 43% ABV, those 3% over the typical 10-year-old or 16-year-old gives more. So 43% is at least a good strength for a Jura Malt. Yeah. This is really half and half. Half Islay, half Highland meets together on the Isle of Jura. A pleasant one. But the cinnamon, I'm lacking. They said cinnamon, did they? With taste of tangy cinnamon, ginger spice and honey. Cinnamon, if you have it neat, is quite spicy, sharp. But no, sorry, no cinnamon. This is one of my favorite spices. Thank you for watching. As always, there's more to come, still a bottle to go, the most smoky whiskey still to taste. And feel free to share your videos here on YouTube Your videos, your thoughts about my video here on YouTube.